My girlfriend cheated on me with my stepsister. Hey Reddit, 27 million, never thought I'd be posting something like this, but I'm completely lost right now and could use some outside perspective. This is a long one, so buckle up. My girlfriend Lucy, 26F, and I have been together for 3 years. We met in grad school, hit it off immediately, and have been together ever since. I really thought she was the one. We'd even started talking about moving in together next year. My stepsister, Jade, 25F, has been in my life since I was 13 when my dad remarried. We weren't super close growing up since she lived primarily with her mom, but in the last few years, we've actually developed a decent relationship. The setup about 6 months ago, Lucy and Jade met at my dad's 60th birthday party. They seemed to get along great, which I was happy about. Lucy even mentioned wanting to hang out with Jade more, saying they had a lot in common with their careers in marketing. I thought this was awesome. My girlfriend and stepsister becoming friends seemed like a perfect situation. They started meeting up for coffee, going shopping together, and even taking a weekend yoga retreat. I was genuinely happy about their friendship and encouraged it. Lucy would come home with stories about their hangouts, and Jade would text me about how cool Lucy was. Everything seemed perfect. First red flags. About 2 months ago, I started noticing some weird changes. Lucy began being secretive with her phone, turning it face down when I entered the room, stepping outside to take calls, that sort of thing. When I'd ask who she was talking to, she'd say, "Just Jade," in this weird, dismissive tone. I didn't think much of it initially, but it kept happening. Then Lucy started canceling our plans to hang out with Jade. Again, I was supportive at first. I want the important people in my life to get along, but it became excessive. One night, I had planned a special anniversary dinner weeks in advance, and Lucy canceled 2 hours before because Jade was going through something and needed support. When I asked what was wrong with Jade, Lucy gave vague answers and changed the subject. I tried reaching out to Jade myself to check if she was okay, but she took hours to respond with just, "I'm fine, thanks for checking." Something felt off. The discovery. Last weekend was my breaking point. Lucy told me she was going to visit her parents for the weekend. I was supposed to meet some friends for drinks that Friday night, but my buddy got sick, so we rescheduled. I decided to surprise Lucy by driving down to her parents' place, about an hour away, to join her for the weekend. When I arrived, her parents were shocked to see me. They said Lucy hadn't mentioned any plans to visit them. Her mom even said, "Isn't she staying at your place this weekend?" My stomach dropped. I made up some excuse about miscommunication and left. I tried calling Lucy, but she didn't answer. I drove back home, completely confused and worried. At this point, I was thinking maybe she was planning a surprise for me or something. Denial is a powerful thing. When I got to my apartment building, I noticed Jade's car in the visitor parking. My heart started racing. I quietly entered my apartment and heard giggling from the bedroom. My bedroom. I stood frozen in the hallway, not wanting to believe what was happening. Then I heard Lucy's voice saying, "We should tell him soon. This is getting complicated." Jade replied, "Not yet. I'm not ready to share you." I pushed open the bedroom door, and there they were, Lucy and Jade in my bed, clearly caught in an intimate moment. They both jumped apart, Lucy pulling the sheets up to cover herself, while Jade just stared at me with this deer in headlights look. The aftermath. The next few minutes were chaos. Lucy started crying, saying it just happened and that she'd never meant to hurt me. Jade kept saying she was sorry, but that they had real feelings for each other. I couldn't process anything they were saying. It felt like I was underwater, their voices muffled and distant. I told them both to get out. Lucy tried to stay, begging me to talk about it, but I couldn't even look at her. Jade grabbed her things and left without saying much else. Lucy eventually left too, but she's been blowing up my phone ever since with paragraphs of text explaining how confused she is and how she loves us both. My dad called yesterday saying Jade told him everything and that he's disappointed in her behavior, but hopes we can all work through this as a family. I hung up on him. How am I supposed to work through my girlfriend cheating on me with my stepsister? Where I'm at now, it's been 3 days. I haven't responded to either of them. Lucy left a tearful voicemail saying she's staying at Jade's apartment until I'm ready to talk. The thought of them together makes me physically sick. I feel like such an idiot. Looking back, all the signs were there. The secretive behavior, the excessive time together, the weird tension when the three of us were in the same room. How did I not see this coming? What hurts the most is the betrayal from both sides. Lucy was the woman I thought I'd marry someday, and Jade, while we weren't super close, was family. I trusted both of them, and they've been lying to my face for months. I don't know what to do now. Part of me wants to cut them both out of my life completely. Another part wonders if I should try to understand their perspective. And a tiny irrational part wonders if this is somehow my fault. Did I miss something in my relationship with Lucy? Was I not enough? Has anyone dealt with something like this before? How do you move forward when the two people who betrayed you are so intertwined with your life? Am I overreacting by wanting to cut all contact? Should I tell the rest of the family or keep this private? Sorry for the novel. Writing this all out has been somewhat therapeutic, but I'm still completely lost. Any advice would be appreciated. TLDR. Found my girlfriend of 3 years cheating on me with my stepsister after they developed a friendship that was clearly something more. Don't know how to process this or move forward. Update 24 hours later. First, thank you all for the overwhelming support and advice. I didn't expect so many responses. After reading through your comments, I decided I needed to at least have one conversation with Lucy for closure. I texted her to meet me at a coffee shop, neutral territory. Thanks for that suggestion. The conversation was painful. Lucy admitted the affair had been going on for nearly 4 months. She said she developed feelings for Jade but was too scared to end things with me because she loved me too. When I asked why she didn't just break up with me instead of cheating, she gave the classic "I didn't want to hurt you" line, which is obviously ridiculous since this hurts way more. The worst part, she had the audacity to ask if we could try to work things out while she figures out her feelings. I told her absolutely not and that we're done permanently. She started crying in the coffee shop, which was embarrassing, but I held my ground. As for Jade, I texted her that I need space from her indefinitely and asked her not to contact me. I also told my dad I won't be attending any family events where she's present for the foreseeable future. He's upset, but says he understands. I've scheduled a therapy appointment for next week and am looking into possibly moving to a new apartment to get a fresh start. The thought of staying in the same bed where I caught them makes me nauseous. Again, thank you all for the support. I'm still processing everything, but I feel slightly more in control now that I've made some decisions. We'll update again if anything significant happens.